dear learners, for this session. Now we will be looking into the topic of influence line analysis on determinate beam. In the previous lecture, I have discussed the concept of influence line and its uses. Right now, we will be taking some example of structures and we will identify the influence line for those cases. For a beam shown, construct the influence line diagram, and first thing we have to find the reaction at B. Reaction at B. So what happens when a load which is moving through this overhanging beam? This is a typical bridge structure, and first thing you need to find is the reaction at B. When a load is moving from A to E, what are the changes which is happening to the reaction B? And next thing is the moment at C, and next thing is reaction at D. So while the load is moving here, what happens to this reaction? So either the load increases when it is in point A, and when it is in point C, there is a difference for this reaction. If it is slowly moving towards the point D, there might be some pattern of reaction, and when it is moving far away from the point D, there will be a different pattern. So let us find those things and find the shear just left to the point D. So there is point D here, just left to this we have to find the influence line. So let us start the solution. First, influence line for reaction at B. Okay, let us find the influence line for this support RB. This is a determinate structure. We know that how to find that summation of capital R minus 3 equal to 0, and here you have one number of reaction, and for this hinged support you have two number of reaction, that is horizontal and vertical, and totally three number of support reactions are there. So capital R will be 3 minus 3 equilibrium equation equal to 0. So this is a statically determinate structure. Okay. Now what we can do, we can split this span into different members, that is member AB, member BC, member CD and DE. There will be 4 members, and these are all 4 junction points where we have to find the influence line. Okay, now taking moment at D. So if you want reaction at B, you have to take moment at D. So this is shown here. If I am taking moment at D, I will be getting this reaction, that is RB into distance is 6. So it will be clockwise. So with respect to D, this will rotate in clockwise. So hence it is plus RB into 6. Okay. And there is a load here. The load is 1 kilonewton, and the distance is, the total distance is 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So 8 minus x will be the distance from the support D to the load. Hence we will be indicating 1 into 8 minus x. So this is our equation when we take moment at the point D. So if you equate it to 0, if you need RB, you can take everything in right hand side, and 8 minus x divided by 6 will be the RB. Okay, now if you want to find the influence line, what you can do is, we have assumed x from the point A. So let us assume this as 0, 0. This is as origin, and let us substitute x equal to 0 in this equation. So if I am substituting 8 minus 0 here, so 8 by 6 will be the value. 8 by 6 equal to 4 by 3. This is positive. Hence, the influence line at the point A will be 4 by 3, which is plus. Okay. Now, if you want influence line at the point B, what you have to substitute? This is origin, this is 2 meter, and you have to add each and every distance. This is 5 meter from the origin, this is 8 meter, and this is 12 meter from the origin. Okay, if you want to know the influence line at point B, you have to substitute x equal to 2 meter. See, you have 0 as origin and this is 2 meter. At this point you have the support B. Okay. So I am substituting 2 in this equation here. 8 minus 2 will be 6, 6 by 6 will be 1. So the reaction at B will be 1. The second thing we have found out. Okay. In this equation, so the RB will be same, 8 minus x divided by 6. Then if you need at point D, you can substitute x equal to 8. So x equal to 8, this is our equation. 8 minus 8 will be 0, 0 by anything will be 0. So at the point D, you will be having influence line of 0. For the span D and E, so let us find the moment here. Now the distance from the origin, let us take this as x, and 1 kilonewton force is acting, and let us take moment at point D. So RB into distance is 6, so RB into distance 6, this will be positive, and 1 into the distance. So the total distance is 8 here, and from the origin the x will be placed at in between some distance from D to E. So if you want to know this distance, so you can subtract x minus 8. So you will be getting, so this is the 8 meter distance. If you subtract this, you will get the remaining distance. So this is what it is done here. So 1 into x minus 8. So this will be positive. And if you want RB, you can take everything outside this equation, and the equation will be x minus 8 divided by 6. So if you substitute x equal to 8, 8 minus 8 will be 0, and anything 0 divided by anything will be 0. So that is at the point 8 meter will be 0, and if you need at the junction E, you have to substitute x equal to 12. So if I substitute 12 here, 12 minus 8 will be 4, 4 by 6 will be 2 by 3. Okay. So this is the answer, that is 2 by 3, which is in terms of negative. So we got all the values here. Only the thing is, you have to take bending moment, you have to consider the unit load at each and every section. This is what the concept. If you provide 1 kilonewton at each and every member, you will get the bending moment, you will get, and you can find the influence line. So this is the pattern of influence line for the reaction at B. If the load is there at point A, you will be having maximum reaction. So this support is being highly loaded, that is, so that the value is 4 by 3, that is 1.33. So in this whole equation, 1.33 is the highest value, and the 0 value, if the load is moving at the point D, there will be no reaction. So that is why at this point is 0. And by this pattern of influence line, you can sense the amount of load which is carried by the reaction B. Okay. So let us find the next case. that is reaction at D. If a load is moving from A to E, what happens when the load is moving at each and every member? And let us draw the influence line for this. How to find that? The same procedure. You have to place a unit load at each and every section of the member. So first let us take the member AB. So in the member AB, we will be assuming 1 kilonewton load. From the origin it is taken as X, and we will be taking, if you need reaction at D, you have to take moment at B, then only RD into distance you will get. So that's why take the moment at B. So while taking moment at B, you will be getting RD into 6. So RD into 6. So this will be anti-clockwise. From respective to B, this RD will be in anti-clockwise moment. So it is taken as minus and 1 into the distance. So what is this distance? So the total distance is 2 minus x. So you will get the remaining distance. So 2 minus x into 1. So this will also be anti-clockwise. Hence it is written as negative. And if you need RD, you can take this outside and you will get minus 2 minus x divided by 6. If you get this equation, you can apply for the member A and B. So the member A is at x equal to 0 and member B is at x equal to 2. So substitute this x equal to 0 and 2, you will be getting RD. So if you substitute 0 here, 2 minus 0 will be 2 divided by 6. So that is 1 by 3, which is negative. And if you substitute 2 here in this equation, so 2 minus 2 will be 0 and RD will be 0 at the coordinate 2. So you got these two answers, that is minus 1 by 3 and 0. Now let us go into the next member, that is B and D. So for this member B and D, apply a load. The same case, take the moment at B. So RD into 6, that is anti-clockwise, RD into 6 and 1 into the distance. So how to find this distance? So you have the distance of A to B is 2 meter and this is x. You need the remaining distance, you can substitute x minus 2, that is x minus 2 is written here, and 1 into x minus 2 will be the moment due to the load, and this is clockwise, and if you simplify this equation, RD equal to x minus 2 divided by 6. Now the coordinate of B is 2 and the coordinate of D is 8. So let us substitute 2 and 8 in this equation. If I substitute 2, RD will be 0. If I substitute 8, 8 minus 2 will be 6, by 6 will be 1. So at the point D, you will be having influence line of 1. At the point B, you will be having influence line of 0. The same value which we got earlier. So up to the point D is over. Now let us consider the next section, D and E. Place a unit load in this location and the distance will be x. Take the moment at the point B. If I am taking moment at B, RD into distance is 6. So RD into 6, this will be anti-clockwise, RD into 6 and 1 kilonewton into distance. So the total distance is x and the element distance of A and B is 2. If I need the remaining distance, I can use x minus 2. X minus 2 is written here and this is clockwise. Hence it is plus. So RD will be x minus 2 divided by 6. If I substitute the coordinate D is 8 meter and E is 12 meter. So 8 and 12 will be substituted in this equation. Okay, if I substitute 8 minus 2 divided by 6 by 6 is 1. So RD will be 1 at the coordinate 8, and RD will be 12 minus 2 will be 10 by 6. So 10 by 6 will be 5 by 3. So here I will be getting 5 by 3 at the coordinate 12. Now all the influence line points are connected and you will be getting a drawing like this. Now if a load is moving at the point E, from here if a bus is moving, if this bus reaches the point E, the reaction D has maximum force which is acting in the point D, and the minimum force will be if the bus reaches the point B, the RD will not be taking any load. So that is why the influence line is 0 here. Okay. Now let us move into the next requirement, that is moment. So we need moment at C. What happens if any load is moving at the point C? What will be the influence line? Let us find that. To find that, we need influence line for the whole span. For that, we have made separate elements AB, BC, CD and DE. Why new element C came here is we need moment at C. That is why in between B and D, we have further made two elements. Okay, let us find the bending moment between A and B. To find this, what we have to do is take moment at B. We can take moment at B here, and if we are taking, first you need to find the reaction and then you can find the bending moment. Okay, if I am taking moment about B, what happens? There are two forces, that is this load and this reaction. RD into 6, this will be anti-clockwise, RD into 6, this will be minus, and 1 into 2 minus x, so I will get the remaining distance. So 1 into 2 minus x, so this will be anti-clockwise, hence it is negative. If I take RD into 6 outside, I will be getting 2 minus x divided by 6, this will be in terms of minus. Let us substitute the coordinate, that is x equal to 0 and x equal to 2. Now we got the value of RD. Now how to find the moment at C? I can look either left hand side or if I can look at right hand side. So in right hand side, I only have one force, so that it is easy to calculate, that is why I am considering here. So RD into distance will be 3. Now we already know the value of RD, so we can substitute RD into distance 3. So 2 minus x divided by 6 into 3. Let us substitute x equal to 0 and x equal to 2. This will be the coordinate x equal to 0 and x equal to 2. And if you substitute 0 here, 0 minus 2, so 2 by 2 will be 1. This minus, it comes along with this, and we have found that at the coordinate x equal to 0, you have minus 1. And if I substitute 2 here, 2 minus 2 will be 0 and 0 by anything will be 0. Hence, at point B, the influence line is 0. Now we have found influence line between A and B. Next, we have to move to B and C. Okay, what to do? The same thing. If you need influence line between these two points, place a unit load, that is 1 kilonewton. This is a simple concept. Whatever the requirement is needed, you have to place the load here. You have to place your bus or car, any load. You have to place this load in between this member and you have to find the quantities. Okay. within span B and C. Now let us take the bending moment at B. RD into distance is 6. RD into distance is, this is anti-clockwise, since it is minus, and 1 into distance. So we have taken x from origin to this point is x, and A to B is 2. If you need this distance, x minus 2. So 1 into x minus 2. This will be clockwise. Hence it is 1 into x minus 2 is plus. If you need RD, you can take this side. RD will be x minus 2 divided by 6. Now if I need moment at this point, we have to find, after finding reaction for each and every span, you have to find the moment. If I need moment, either I can look left hand side or right hand side of this point C. So RD into distance will be 3. Now the reaction D is x minus 2 divided by 6. So x minus 2 divided by 6 is RD into 3. If I substitute the coordinates, that is B is at x equal to 2 meter distance and C is at x equal to 5 meter distance. If I substitute x minus 2, that is 2 minus 2 will be 0, and moment at C at this point will be 0. Okay. If I need at the point C, I have to substitute 5. 5 minus 2 divided by 2 will be 3 by 2. That is 3 by 2. Okay. At the point C, you have got the value of 3 by 2. Okay. Now let us go to the next section, C and D. Within span C and D, the same process. You have to place a unit load and the distance is x is considered here. Now after this point C, let us take the moment from D. So RB into distance will be 6. So RB into distance will be 6. So this will be anti-clockwise. So hence RB into 6 will be here, and 1 into the distance. So the total distance is 8. 8 minus x will be this distance. So 8 minus x will be there, and after the cross multiplication you get RB equal to 8 minus 6 by 8 minus x by 6. If you need moment at point C, you can look into the left hand side. Only one force is there, that is the reaction RB into distance. So right now we know RB 8 minus x divided by 6 into the distance 3. So I can cancel this 6 by 3, I will be getting 2 here. Okay, if I am substituting the value of the coordinate of x equal to 5 and x equal to 8, I will be getting the moment at C. So if I substitute 5 here, I will be getting 3 by 2. If I substitute 8 here, I will be getting 0. Now we have found between C and D. Why I have taken the reaction at support D is, it is easy to find out the bending moment. You can take the support reaction at B also, it is not an issue. And okay. Now within span D and E, so this is span D and E, you have to place a unit load, and we can take the moment at the support D. RB into distance will be 6, so this will be clockwise, hence it is plus, and 1 into the distance. The total distance is x, x minus 8 will be the remaining distance. So x minus 8. So this is also clockwise, equal to 0. If I need RB, take it outside, x minus 8 divided by 6. If I substitute, D is at the point from the origin is 8 meter and E is at 12 meter. So I have to substitute in the moment. How to find moment? The moment should be found out at point C. RB into distance is 3. So RB is known here, RB into 3. So this 2 will get cancelled and it will become 1 by 2. If I substitute 8 here, 8 minus 8 will be 0, hence the MC will be 0. And 12 minus 8 will be 4, 4 by 2 will be 2, and here you have minus sign, so that comes here. Now you found at the point E is minus 2. Right now we have found the influence line for all the span. Now how to understand this? If any load is moving at the point C, the positive moment is 1.5 and the highest negative moment is at the point E, that is minus 2. So this is how we have to understand the influence line. Okay, now let us find the shear force just left to point D. Okay, now it is the easiest method. You already know the reaction of B and reaction of D. Now you have drawn the influence line. This is the influence line for RD and this is the influence line for RB. We already have this influence line. So the same thing, if you combine that, you will be getting it as the shear force. So if you want to calculate, even though you can calculate. So how to calculate that? The shear force is required just left to the support D. Okay, if I place some load at a distance of x, so let us consider this distance as x, and the same thing what you have to do, first we have to consider the span AD. So A and D will be one span and D and E will be other span. So this is left of D and right of D. That is why we are only considering two span. Why? You can question that there are number of spans, that is AB, BC, CD and DE. Why we are considering A to D is, our point of interest is to find the shear force at D. When a load is left side to support D and when a load is right side to support D, which only changes the case. So that is why we are finding up to A and D one span and D and E as another span. Okay. If you consider A and D span, let us take the bending moment at B, total vertical force equal to 0. So these are the two upward force, RB and RD, and one downward force is there. So RB plus RD equal to 1. If you take moment at point B, RD into distance is 6, which will be anti-clockwise, and 1 into 6 minus x. So this total distance is 6 minus this x parameter. You will get the remaining distance. So 6 minus x into 1. Okay. By this equation, you can get RD equal to 6 minus x by 6. If you substitute x equal to 0, so x equal to 0 in the sense x is starting from the point D here. Note that, and if I substitute 0 here, I will be getting the answer of, see, if I substitute the value of 0, 6 minus 0 will be 6, 6 by 6 will be 1. So x equal to 0 is the case at point D. Hence, I have 1 is arrived here and x equal to 3. So from this origin, this is the 3 meter, that is positive 3 meter. Okay, if I substitute the 3 here, 6 minus 3 will be 3, 3 by 6 will be 0.5 and 0.5 is the next value. And if I need at point B is 6 meter from D and 6 minus 6 will be 0 and hence at point B will be 0. And last thing, at 8 meter, I will be getting 6 minus 8 is minus 2 by 6. that is minus 1 by 3. Okay, only thing is sign will be changed. Why? Because I will explain. This is the same answer what you got while getting the reaction at D. That is the same value, which is 1.50 minus 1 by 3. You can check this influence line for RD, and influence line for RB, it is drawn here. If I am calculating analytically, the same value is arrived, and for span D to E, I have to take reaction of B, and if I take reaction of B, the D to E section will be having minus 2 by 3. The same answer of minus 2 by 3 I am getting. So instead of calculating this, you can directly take from the reactions. So if you find the reactions, it will be easy to draw the shear force. Now, if I am placing the unit load at left hand side, what happens? The value, the sign of reaction D will be changed. If it is 1 here, it will change into minus 1. This will be 0.5 will be minus 0.5, and 0 will be 0, and plus 1 by 3 will be minus 1 by 3. So this is how you have to consider. Wherever you place the load, you just change the sign. This is a shortcut. Student who is writing the exam, so this will be a much easier method. So you already found out influence line for RD and influence line for RB. Just take that drawing and you change the sign. So where you are providing, if you provide load at left hand side, change the sign at left hand side influence line, and the next half you can take the reaction. Okay, this is a method to draw the influence line for shear just left of point D. So with this we solve this problem. Now let us take another example in order to better understand the influence line concept. For a beam with one end overhanging support B, and as shown in figure, construct the influence line for the bending moment at support B, the shear force at support B, the support reaction at support B and C, and the shear force and bending moment at the section K. Okay, now this is the problem. No load is given, only the span is given. A, B and C. These are the 3 points. The K is a point where you have to find the bending moment and shear force. So let us find one by one. First, find the reactions. It will be very much easy for next proceeding. So let us find the reaction at C. If you want to find support reaction at C, what you have to do? The same concept. You have to take bending moment at point B. Okay, let us take the bending moment at point B. Let us provide a unit load in left hand side of point B. For a span AB, we have provided a unit load which is having a distance from X. So you can take X from the origin, which I have explained in previous problem. You can take X at any point, but how you substitute is the answers which you get. So for better understanding, I have taken X in this problem from the point B. Okay. What I have to do is, if I want to find the reaction, first I should apply equation of statics, that is sum of V equal to 0, that is RB and RC. RB and RC will be equal to 1. Total upward and downward forces. Next, take bending moment at B. I am going to take all the forces, that is 1 into distance. So the distance will be X, 1 into X. This will be anti-clockwise, hence it is minus. And RC into distance will be 6. RC into distance is 6. This will be anti-clockwise, hence it is minus. If you need RC, you can take this outside and 1 minus x will be x by 6. So RC is x by 6. If you need support reaction between the point A and B, substitute x equal to 0 and x equal to 2. So when substituting x equal to 0, 0 by 6 will be 0 and 2 by 6 will be 1 by 3, which is minus here. And now right now you have found out the point between A. So this A is 1 by 3, that is 0.3, and this point B is 0. You have found this thing. For the next section B and C, let us apply a point load between this member. A unit load is applied and a distance x is being considered. If I take the moment at B, RC into 6, that is anti-clockwise, and 1 into x, which is clockwise. And if I need RC, x by 6, here positive x by 6. If I substitute x equal to 0, from here the x originates. So if I substitute 0, I will get the value at the point B. So if I substitute x equal to 0, 0 by 6 is 0, which has to be taken here. And if I substitute from here, the point C is 6 meter. So if I substitute 6 here, 6 by 6 is 1. Hence at point C you have 1. If I connect all the 3 points, which is at A, B and C. A is at 0.3, B is at 0 and C is at 1. If I connect all the lines, I will be getting the reaction of C. Okay. Next, let us find the reaction at B. If I need support B reaction, I have to take moment at C. If I am taking moment at C, place a unit load between the first section, that is AB and BC. Okay. I am providing a unit load at AB, that is RB into distance is 6, RB into distance is 6, and this is clockwise, 1 into the distance. How to find this distance? This is 6 meter, this is x, so 6 plus x, 1 into 6 plus x, so this will be anti-clockwise, 1 into 6 plus x equal to 0. If I need RB, RB equal to 6 plus x by 6. Okay, I have taken this as origin. From the origin, the load is at 1 meter, sorry, x meter distance. If I substitute 0 here, I will get the influence line at this point. So if I am substituting 0, 0 plus 6 will be 6, 6 by 6 will be 1. I am getting influence line of 1 at this point. And if I want the point A, this is at 2 meter distance. So if I substitute 6 plus 2 will be 8, 8 by 6 will be 1.3. I am getting 1.3 here. Okay. For the span BC, place a unit load. Now take moment at C, RB into distance is anti-clockwise, that is RB into 6, and 1 into 6 minus x, I will be getting the remaining distance. So 1 into 6 minus x. Okay, if I need RB, 6 minus x by 6. If I substitute x equal to 0, I will be getting influence line at this point. So 0, if I substitute 0, 6 minus 0 will be 6 by 6, which is 1. If I substitute this as 6, from the origin, this is at 6 meter. So if I substitute x equal to 6, 6 minus 6 will be 0, 0 by anything will be 0. I have got the value of 0 here. So 1 at this point and 1.3 at this point and 0 at the point C. If I connect these 3 lines, I have drawn the influence line for support B. Okay, right now we have found these two concepts. Now let us find the bending moment at support B. So this is the next requirement. if you need bending moment at support B, you have two different spans, that is AB and BC. So that I have taken two sections. If I need influence line between A and B, I have to place a unit load here. If I need bending moment between the member B and C, I have to place a unit load at this section. So let us do this. I have placed a unit load and I have taken a distance from point B. Okay. So if I need the moment here, if I am seeing left hand side, I can see left hand side or right hand side. So for bending moment, I am, for easy calculation, I am looking into left hand side, or that is 1 into x. Simple, 1 into x. So this will be anti-clockwise. I am getting the value of minus x as the moment. If I substitute, this is 0. Why? Because this is the origin of x. So 0 and 2. I will be substituting 0 here. Moment at B will be 0. And if I substitute 2 here, I will be getting the influence line at point A. So if I substitute 2, minus 2 I will get. So hence 0 and 2. For the member B and C, we have to provide a unit load. So the unit load is applied. I am going to find the bending moment by taking the moment at C. So the bending moment will be RB into distance is 6. So this will be anti-clockwise. RB into 6. This will be clockwise. Taking moment at C, RB into 6, which is clockwise. So RB into 6 is plus, and 1 into distance. So this distance will be 6 minus x. So 6 minus x into 1. This will be anti-clockwise, hence it is negative. Now I have found out RB, that is RB equal to, if I take this outside, 6 minus x divided by 6. And after finding the point RB, I can find RC. If I substitute RB value here, RC will be 1. If I take RB outside, 1 minus RB is RC. So if I need to find RC, 1 minus RB. So the RB value is the same, I have substituted here. If I want to find moment at B, RC into distance is 6. So I have RC here into distance 6. So the RC value into distance 6, and the unit load into distance is x, 1 into x. So this is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. I have written here. If I substitute x equal to 0, if I substitute 0 here, 1 into 0 will be 0, and 6 minus 0 will be 6 by 6. You will get 1, and 1 minus 1 will be 0. Finally, you will get 0 value here at the point B. If I substitute the value of 6, I will get the influence line at C. I am substituting 6 here, 1 into 6, I will get 6, and 6 minus 6 will be 0, 0 by 6 will be 0, and 1 minus 0 will be 1, 1 into 6 will be 6. So 6 minus 6 will be 0. If I simplify that, I am getting 0 here. So the remaining points are all 0. This is the influence line for bending moment at support B. Okay. Now I need bending moment at support K. If I need the bending moment here, what I have to do, I have to split into 3 spans, that is AB, BK and KC. I have to provide a unit load at each and every section, and then I have to find the influence line. So this is what I am going to do. First, I am providing 1 kilonewton load here, and the same procedure. So I do not want to make an elaborate explanation. The same procedure you have to do, that is 1 into x is the distance, you have to find RC into distance is 6, so 1 into x minus RC into 6. If you need RC, x by 6 will be there. And if you need bending moment, for easiness I can take RC into distance. Now RC will be x by 6, so x by 6 into 3. If I substitute x equal to 0 and 2, I will be getting 0 and minus 1. So 0 and minus 1, I got this 2 value. In the same way, I am going to apply a unit load here, and RC into distance is 6, RC into distance is 6, and 1 into distance is x, 1 into distance x. So RC I will be getting x by 6. I will be taking the moment at point K. For each and every case, all the case I have to take moment at point K. So RC into distance is 3. RC into distance 3, RC will be x by 6, x by 6 into 3. I will be substituting the limit as 0 and 3. So BK is at the limit of 0 and K is at the limit of 3. If I substitute 0, I will be getting 0 by 6 will be 0 and 3 by 6 will be 0.5. 0.5 into 3 will be 1.5. For the span K and C, the same way I am going to apply 1 kilonewton load from the support B. I am taking moment at point B, RC into distance is 6 and 1 into distance is x. So I have written here x by 6 is the answer. I will be taking moment at K, 1 into the distance. I know that this distance is 3 meter, so x minus 3 will be the distance. So hence 1 into x minus 3 and RC into 3. So we know RC is x by 6, x by 6 into 3 minus 1 into x minus 3. I will be substituting x equal to 3. The origin is taken from point B. Hence the K will be at the distance of 3 and this will be at distance of 6. If I substitute 3 and 6 here, I will be getting the value of 1.5 and 0. So this is the way to plot all the influence line diagram. Okay. And the last section is shear force at a section of K. Now I have to find the shear force at section of K. Earlier I have explained, if you want to find shear force, the easiest way is take the support reaction at C. We have already arrived this equation and take the support reaction at B. This 2 is drawn here. Okay. The shear force at section K is required. So if I am providing the force just left to K, which might be some x distance, which might be a very small distance, if I provide here, I have explained that take the value. So whatever the value you got in support reaction at C, the same value you will be getting. If you want to calculate, you can calculate by applying the unit load at a distance of x from the point K. You can take two span, that is AK, and the remaining span is KC. You can apply the same way as I have explained earlier, or you can take the reaction at support C. So this portion I will be taking 0.3, 0 and this will be 0.5 and this will be 1. So 0.3, 0, 0.5. I have to change the sign. So if this is 0.3 minus, I have to take 0.3 plus, and if this is plus 0.5, I have to take minus 0.5 under the place of load. Okay. If I change that, the diagram looks like this. The remaining portion you can take the support reaction at B. So this is the portion of support reaction at D. So you can take as it is. So the diagram looks like this. This is the shear force. Okay, the same way, if you want to find shear force at point B, I will be taking a small distance either from left hand side or right hand side. Here the question is to find the shear force at support B. You can either place, we will be generally finding shear force by providing a point load either very close to left hand side of B or very close to right hand side of B. Right now I have provided close to right hand side. As we know that the support reaction at C is this and support reaction at B is this point. As the load is applied here, we can take the support reaction at B, this value into negative, and plus 1 will become minus 1, and you can take the same value which is support reaction at C as the remaining value, that is minus 0.3. So this will be your drawing 0, 1, minus 0.3. Okay. If you want to analytically calculate, you can take the calculation here. So this is an simple way of understanding the influence line analysis. The thing is, you will be using equation of statics alone. You will be using sum of V equal to 0 and sum of M equal to 0. Why the problem is very lengthy? Because you will be providing the unit load at each and every point. The point what you have to understand here is where to provide the unit load according to the requirement. So you can provide the unit load at each and every place in order to find the requirement. So you have to place the unit load. For shear force you have to place at the particular point, and for bending moment you have to place at a particular point. So where you are placing the point load is the key here to solve this problem. Remaining, the equation of static will be used here to find the solution. After getting this influence line, it is very much easy to find shear force, bending moment and reactions. Okay, I hope that you got some gist here. Let us see you in the next lecture. Happy learning. See you again. Thank you.